Some people might say with every single picture that Meghan decides to release of her family, the ones that apparently she couldn't share during the lifetime of Queen Elizabeth because she didn't want that intrusion. She wouldn't let the Queen, of course, have that nice memento of course, the Lindo Wind steps, which every other royal mother had done. No, she couldn't do that. But the minute Instagram comes snapping its fingers, Meghan's there. And she's decided, as you've probably already seen if you know the news, to share once again a picture of her daughter, Lilibet Diana. And what's interesting about this is, and maybe some of you have missed, well, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you, chums. Thank you so much. Welcome, one and all brand new subscribers. Nice to have your company, whatever you're doing today. And as often as I say this, do take care of yourselves. By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the video regarding the Queen and Fanny Craddock. A lot of you said, oh, Neil, I forgot all about Fanny Craddock. And it's funny, isn't it? That's the thing. My generation, I think it was more, when I was at school particularly, Delia Smith. And you don't hear about her now, do you? And, she was the cook of the moment. And then Mary Berry, who has been around a long time. I don't remember her at all. I mean, she sort of came back with the bake-off thing. But Fanny Craddock was literally Benny Hill did a great spoof of Fanny Craddock, I think that's how we all knew her. I did meet her briefly. Ooh, terrifying. Yeah, absolutely. Terrifying, But the thing was, I loved it when she said about her friend, she said, of course I've got lots of friends. I'm very good friends with Barbara Cartland. Bit overdone, but there you go. She could never stop, just not hold back. Great fun. So thank you for sharing those memories. It's nice to see them, hear them as well, because when you say that to younger people, and you say, Fanny, they go, oh, you, and that's the thing. Time moves on, doesn't it? It's a little bit like I told you a while back now about how quickly Meghan Markle is going to have to share more and more and more out of sheer desperation for likes and clicks on her Instagram page with her daughter Lily, right? And this apparently is the picture that nobody asked for. You've got to remember, this is not expected from these private citizens who dashed off to Montecito. It's not, we didn't ask for it. We want it from the royal family, like Prince Louis or Princess Charlotte. Nobody cares, but Meghan seems to think that they do, and now exploiting her own daughter for likes and clicks on Instagram. But have you noticed this particular thing, which is very, very strange? Now, obviously, she's getting closer and closer to the all big reveal of the picture, something I told you Prince Harry's not happy about, but he's now just lost complete, control over his wife, and he will do what she says. She controls the money. He literally is hapless Harry. But look at the picture in a little bit more detail. And even the things that you can see, in a child of 4, what's fascinating is there isn't one iota of Meghan's 43% Nigerian heritage, or indeed colour person, heritage, whatever you want to call it. You do not see any trace of Meghan Markle in that child's face. Now, I'm not being unkind, but normally at that point, you do, yourselves, chums, right? People say, oh, you look like your dad, or you look like your mum, or, and when I look at Princess Charlotte, for instance, I know a lot of people say, oh, she looks just like William, but I can see Queen Elizabeth, because it's the hereditary stuff, isn't it? It comes through in different phases and stages, and then, of course, you start to resemble the person that you are. But what's fascinating here is there's literally no trace whatsoever. And what was fascinating again was the fact that, the only reason this picture has come out, and it's the only reason, is that she knows that people like to see pictures of the royal children. When Prince Louis's gappy teeth picture came out, she was seething, according to a staff member, because she couldn't believe how easy it was to get the likes and shares. Now, as I've told you before, staff, her new team, have told her, you've got to share more of your life. And so she's doing this, really. I mean, that picture could be worth some money, but she's doing it. They would want to see a little bit more. But there is Meghan, black and white, arty picture, you get the thrill. And what's fascinating again is whose hair is she wearing? Because clearly that's not her hair. And yet a couple of days ago, she claimed, and as ever, you have to say allegedly, that she didn't wear wigs on suits. So contradictory all round. But tell me this, do you see anything of that child in Meghan Markle? And that would be the question that a lot of people, particularly royal watchers, and more importantly, senior members of the British monarchy would say, nice picture, lovely girl, happy birthday, etc. but consequently there will be no return, no well wishes from senior members of the British monarchy, simply because, like so many people, it's all secrecy and doubt, right? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.